Hi, welcome to You, Me and Mediumship. I'm going to do a little talk tonight all about how mediumship works, and hopefully that will help you in your development side of things. It'll help you understand the mechanics of it, and maybe one or two hints in there that will hopefully help you along your journey. So, we've talked about sitting in the power. We've talked about that, how we are reaching out to spirit, the difference between sitting in the power meditation. We've talked about that as well. So how does the actual mediumship itself, how do those visions, those sounds come through to you? How does that happen? Well, you probably already are aware, obviously, by sitting in the power, that you are putting out energy, you are putting out light, you are putting out love and light. You are pushing out your spirit, if you like, the spirit that resides within self. You are putting that out there for spirit to sense, for spirit to pick up upon, for spirit to draw close, and to be able to influence you with visions, with sounds, with all sorts of things. With clairsentience, that you're picking up on personalities, you're sensing the personality of the energy that's beside you, and you are, in theory, picking up information and putting out information, obviously, for your sitters, or if you're doing a demonstration, the audience who are actually sat there. So how do we distinguish between what we're picking up, what we're sensing, between our own thoughts and our own feelings? And what can make that difficult sometimes is spirit will use your own feelings. They understand you probably better than what you do. So they will use your emotions, your feelings, to give you a sense of who is there, who you are communicating with, what their personality was like. And it's been said a couple of times when I've done like demonstrations that, they said that's exactly how they used to say that, or that's exactly how they used to do that. And it's not because you're copying an image in front of you. It's because you are, in a sense, becoming that personality. That personality is drawn very close to you, and you are using what is within your energy to portray their personality. So you're kind of acting as they did when they were in the body. And of course that helps, because it gives clarity to the people who are sat there that, yes, this is mum, yes, this is dad. That's exactly how they used to say it. That's exactly how they used to do that. So it's evidence. So when, depending on what your ability is, if it's clairaudient, obviously you will hear. You'll be aware that what you're hearing is not natural sound. It is a sense of sound. So it is a sense of a voice, and you will get a sense of a personality within that voice. And sometimes you'll even get a sense of nationality. Even that sometimes will come through. And the sense of that sound will be in a certain foreign voice. And obviously, again, that's evidence that who you say is there with you. So that's why I probably harp on a bit about sitting in the power. That's what it's called. That's the title it's been given. But it is basically taking your energy from within the depths of your soul, if you like, that spirit energy that resides in you, kind of, if you like, you're putting it out there. So by pushing that energy out there, you are kind of saying to spirit, hi, here I am, please draw close, work with me. So once spirit are aware that you're going to work, and believe that is something that's quite important, actually. Because obviously, people talk about opening up and closing down. But I've found that over the years, spirit are more than aware when you're going to go to work. when you're going to do a demonstration, when you're going to do a reading. They are aware of that. They are aware of your thoughts. So I never ever have opened up. I've never had a problem with walking around all day giving everybody messages, because I'm constantly open. Spirit are aware of when you are going to work, and they will draw close for that time. So if you're going to go and do a demonstration before you go out onto the platform, before you go out onto a stage, Spirit are aware. Now, I do like to sit quietly before I go out and just have a moment, just to still my mind, just to relax myself. And normally that's as far as I go, because I've understood, I've learned to understand that, no, that trust that you have for Spirit, again, is something that's very important. You trust them. So over the years, you know that when you go out onto that platform, when you go out onto that stage, they're going to be there. They're going to work with you. They're not going to let you down. They will not let you down. And if you have a bad demonstration, then it's not the end of the world. I know it's sad when that happens, and it does happen. It's happened to me. And sometimes I've known that I shouldn't have gone out on that platform. I've had a gut feeling that, I've had maybe a really bad day, or something's happened and you just don't feel right. And it is very difficult. You don't want to let anybody down, and you still go out there and you struggle. And it's sad when that happens. But sometimes you have no choice, because nobody's going to say, "Oh, I'll take over," or it's a very difficult position to find yourself in, and it does happen. But it's rare, but not Spirit's fault, obviously. So trust them. That is one of the first things you need to learn to do. Trust Spirit. They will not let you down. Now, when you go out and do a demonstration, then I've found, if I did, say, half an hour, have a break, do another half an hour, I find that most of the time I hardly remember the messages. It's because you are elsewhere. You're letting go. So you're letting go of the material side of things. You're working with your own soul, with your own spirit energy. You're out there. You're giving the messages as they come through. And sometimes, again, that's something else you need to learn, just to ask Spirit if it's coming too quickly, just to slow down. You're having a conversation. Okay, it's a different kind of conversation that you're having, but it is still a conversation. So it's important that it's a conversation that goes between self and Spirit. Okay, you can't stand there and just expect Spirit to do all the work. Okay, I ask for a name. You don't always get the names, or sometimes you get a sense of it, but it's not very clear. If it's not clear, don't struggle with it. Just ask again. Sorry, mentally, sorry, I'm not hearing it. I'm not sensing this. Ask again. And for any information that you are getting, if it's not clear, rather than give wrong information, the best thing to do is go back to Spirit. I mean, it works very quickly, very fast. So you can't hang about, if you like. So ask, go back. So sorry, I didn't hear that. Sorry, I didn't hear that. So you need to be able to have that two-way conversation. Don't expect to stand there and it's all going to come to you. Ask. Okay, you've got your helpers, you've got your guides that will work with you. They are beside you. Trust them. Okay, let them help you. Go to them. So I'm sorry, I'm struggling with this. Bring them closer. Help me, and they will help you. It's a demonstration evening is a busy night, believe me, and you will be absolutely exhausted by the end of it. But the strange thing is, as I just mentioned, I may, out of, say, half a dozen messages, I may remember one, but the rest of them, it's odd, and sometimes you have to pretend you remember them, because sometimes people will come up to you and ask you about a question about the message you gave them, And sometimes you just nod thinking, I don't remember it. It's just because sometimes it's quick, and sometimes you are that far gone with the fairies, you do not remember it. It just doesn't sit in the memory for some reason with me. But maybe that's me, I don't know. But like I said, you are elsewhere with it. So the little hints for you, I guess, are sit again. I've probably getting on your nerves with that. Spend as much time as you can with sitting. Learn to trust spirit. Okay? Get in the habit. This is going to be good. I'm going to go out there this evening. Spirit are going to work with me. I trust them. It's going to be a good evening. Go with that frame of mind. And spirit will be there, believe me. They will work with you. Expect to get things wrong. We have the same complications, I guess, as spirit do. Spirit find it difficult to get through to us, and we find it difficult to get through to spirit and to sense them sometimes clearly. We know they're there. We get dribs and drabs of information. But again, like I said, work with your helpers. I'm not getting this. It's not clear enough. Please bring them closer. Ask for help. Work together. So the important thing about sitting is building that relationship with spirit, with your helpers. They will learn how you work. They will learn about your emotion and what some emotions mean to you. And they will use those emotions that you have to pass on information. There are memories that we have of experiences we've had. Things like when you used to pop around your grandma's, and grandma's used to smell like, I don't know, gooseberries when she used to make gooseberry pie and things like that. There are things, they will use that. And if you've got an elderly lady there, you sense it's an elderly lady, you're getting the sense of this is either mum or grandmother, and all of a sudden you might get that smell that you used to get when you used to go and visit your grandmother. And you think, oh no, this is grandmother. I know it is, because you can link the two. They will work using your experiences, your emotions, your memories. They will work, they will use those to help you in your mediumship. So the more you sit, the more spirit learns about you and how you work. They will use you as much as you use spirit to pass on those messages. So building that relationship, that trust, that love with your helpers by sitting in that silence with them will enhance your mediumship to an unbelievable level. So it will save a lot of worry and concern. Once you've built that relationship with them, you'll be able to go out there with confidence doing your demonstrations. And not every night's going to be a wow night. It happens, unfortunately. So, but you'll know you've done your best, and that's what's important. So be yourself, okay? Be who you are, because that is the part of you that's the medium. I'm not sure if you totally understand that, but yourself, your soul, is the medium, because it is exactly the same energy within you that is spirit energy. Those two energies will work together. You cannot use your physical, mental state to work with mediumship. You will use your spiritual side, your energy side, your soul side. That is the part of you that will do the work, because it exists exactly the same as it exists in the spirit. So those two energies will work together. Okay, so a few more tips there for you. Just giving you some experiences that I've had, and I'm trying to help you not make the same mistakes that I did. You can go and join a circle and work in a circle, but one little tip with that is make sure it's the right circle for you. You may go through a number of circles before you find the right one, but do it. It will help. Okay, that's it for this evening. Like the video, subscribe. That'll be great. Help me a lot. Thank you. Bye for now.